What's up, YouTube? This is my C++ Minecraft clone, and in the last stream we managed to implement this 360-degree panoramic view of the main menu. We also attempted to have 3D Steve animations, but we kind of failed. So this is the latest thing we managed to do. I'll bring back the game to how it previously was. I just need to restart this application. Then we'll do kind of summary what happened. What this is. This summary will be for new viewers that are just starting this series. Then we'll decide what we're going to do today. And at the end, we'll do a summary of this stream, which would be in about 3 to 4 hours. What's up, guys? So this is what we managed to do last time. This 360-degree panoramic view. So we can close it right now. We can close it and let's restart it. So now it should be like before, probably, hopefully. Yeah. It's not like before. Oh no, we are still rendering everything. Yeah, we're still rendering. We're still rendering the 360-degree view. Let me stop rendering it and then we'll do a summary. So we render it in game layer in on render, and here, somewhere here. Yeah, here. This we need to remove it. Okay, now it should be like before. Kind of. We broke some things, but it's fine. We'll do a summary. So this is my game. It's made in C++ and Raylib, and we recently, in the previous streams, we have added Steve in third-person view to have from the front and back, and then we have inventory as well. But for some reason, I've broken the transparency. I don't know why, but it's fine. We have here infinite terrain. We have infinite terrain. We have clouds. What else do we have? We have texture animations. Yeah, we have here chat. Yeah, but I don't know why it's broken, man. I don't know why it's broken. We have water as well. We have water. Yeah, we just broke the transparency, the color blending. We've probably disabled it, but it's fine. We have water, which flows down, and here it has gaps, but it's fine. We had like a time limit. We had a time limit, and that's why it's like this, chat. That's why it's like this. And even it combines with the other water. So look at how if we have two waters, they combine, they change their levels. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, fire, we have animations, we have texture packs. This is a texture pack. Texture pack support. We have TNT that explodes and activates other TNTs around it, like this. That's pretty cool. We have particles when we break blocks and they collide with the world. And what else, chat? We have biomes, which we had a snow biome, but I disabled it because of its snow. Yeah, what's up, Frost? What's up? The water is not perfect because we had time limits. Crosshair doesn't have transparency. I did some changes that I need to fix, but it should be easy fix. This project has been going for about a little bit more than 2 months. A little bit more than 2 months. So now in this stream, we'll pick what to implement. We'll pick what we're going to implement. So I'll need the help of early viewers. We'll create a poll. We'll create a poll here. And we'll decide what we're going to do. What to do today. Yesterday, chat decided to have animated Steve, but we failed at animations. And then chat decided to add 360-degree menu. We managed to do that. So in some of the features we have success, other failures. Okay, one feature that I really want is farming. Another feature that I really want is to finish creepers. Creeper path finding. Like to finish the creeper. I want to finish the creeper, but I want two more options, chat. I need two more options. Look at my message. Which message? Yeah, I saw your message. But I need all of the messages because I'm missing Twitch chat. Crafting, about crafting. We have a crafting table. But it's not finished crafting. If we decide to we cannot finish it because we don't have items. I need two more options, chat. Here I have from previous streams ideas. So we could, yeah, we've already done weather. We could do lightning. We can do lightning, spreading a fire. We're not doing mod support. We're not doing multiplayer. We could do sounds. Yeah, sounds is cool. We could do sounds. And one last option. We could try adding the box 3D physics. We could try to do that. No, we already have weather. We have, oh yeah, I forgot to show the rain, but it's fine. Game modes, a ladder, 3D clouds. What could we do? I need just one more option, and then we'll pick it, and then we'll see how, if we are going to implement it or not. So we could do snow. But snow will be very easy, man. Since we have rain. But we could focus on polishing it up if we decide to add snow. Snow is a good idea. Or maybe to finish the inventory. Enchantments. Day and night. If we decide to do day and night, I will need a sun and a moon. I will need lighting as well. I will need lights. Fireworks, yeah, fireworks. Okay, let's start the poll, chat. Okay, now we're going to vote on what we're going to do today. We have about 26 viewers, so I'm looking for 20 votes at least. But usually at the start we get a lot of votes, even more than viewers, which is kind of suspicious. Okay, so we're doing farming then. While we're doing the vote, I'll open Minecraft. Because we'll need it for reference, so that you guys don't have to wait after the vote. We'll wait like 1 or 2 minutes until we end the vote. Okay, so how's the vote doing? Yeah, okay, we'll end it. Fireworks is like 0%. Okay, we'll end it. Nobody wants fireworks. Yeah, okay, let's do farming, but this will be different from other times. Usually I put a timer. Like 1 hour, but this time it will be different. We'll do a 15-minute timer just to see if how difficult it will be. If it's not too difficult, we'll put a 1 hour timer after 15 minutes. If it turns out to be too difficult, we'll do another vote, chat. Yeah, so let's look at let's put a 15-minute timer Put a 15-minute timer. Bro, I don't have a browser opened. Put 15-minute timer, like this. Yeah, okay, we have 15 minutes just to see. Okay, so chat voted to add farming, and we'll put 15 minutes just to see if it's too difficult for us. Just to see if it's too difficult. So this is the original Minecraft. We usually every stream we open Minecraft just to see help here, to see for hints, to see for reference. We're opening it for reference. And usually we get quite a lot of hints. When we open Minecraft for reference. So farming, chat voted farming. How are we going to, what do we need to implement for farming? That's my question. So for farming, we will need tools. We will need tools. And when we right click a grass block, it becomes like farmable. Like here you can have crops. But we need water. We already have water. That's good. It's good that we already have water. Like this. And so look at how they change once there is water. But even if there is no water, let's see if we can have crops here. What could we add here? What seeds do we have? We could focus on the wheat seeds. Like this. And okay, we can actually put them even if it doesn't have water. Okay. And we leave them like this and they should grow. They should gradually grow. So here if we search for this item, the bone meal, if we right click with this item, it grows faster. But I think we could even do a command rate, like tick rate. No, what was the command to speed up the growing, chat? Oh, so just tick rate. So if I can put a greater number maybe? Okay, what if I increase it even more, like 600? Will it grow a lot faster? Okay, we can do game rule, no. Oh, yo, it speeds up the whole game, the tick rate. But it's not that quite fast. Tick rate 6,000. 60,000. The 10,000 is maximum. 10,000 is maximum. Oh, it's good enough, chat. Look at this. It's good enough, the growing speed. It's good enough growing speed. Okay, so this is our goal, chat. This is our goal. Yeah, let's... we'll not change the title just now. Chat, if I do game rule here and I do random tick speed... okay, random tick speed. 1000. Okay, oh, okay. Tick rate 20. Let's reset everything. Time set day. Okay. So now we should have fast growing. Like this. We should have fast growing. Look at this, chat. Look at how fast it grows. Okay, this is our goal. This is our goal. And we currently have a 15-minute timer. Now it's 10 minutes, just to see if it's too difficult for us. Maybe it needs to be like 20 minutes. So how are we going to approach this? Well, I think this farming should be extremely easy. I think farming should be extremely easy because it's mostly just adding new blocks. What would be the hardest part? The hardest part will be updating the crops. That would be the hardest part, chat. That would be the hardest part, because how would the game know it needs to update it? The crop. How would the game need to know? There's just different states the seeds transform into when placed. Google set one in. You can also set random tick speed. Let me think about it, chat. Okay, so right now we're trying to see if it's too difficult for us. Right? And I think it's not, because look at the chat. We just need this block. We just need this block and this block. We'll go between these two blocks. But now the tick speed is too strong. Let's do one. We need these two blocks. This should be very simple. This should be very simple to have these two blocks. And here we need to have these blocks for the crops. So if I bring back the speed and I place it again, look at this. This is just different blocks. It can be just one, actually. It can be just, what is it called here? Usually here, this is the F3 menu where you get more details. Yeah, here you have wheat. This is just wheat. So it has block state, the H. It has block state. So it's a single block. It's a single block, but it has a few meshes to it. It has a few meshes. It iterates through. Maybe 7 meshes. Maybe it has like 7 meshes. So this will be simple. Adding all the assets, that would be simple. Adding the blocks will be simple as well. That would be simple. We would need this tool, which we will not be representing on the right when holding it. It will be just an item that we don't visualize, just so we can focus on the farming. Water, we already have water, so that should be easy. Here in my game, where's the game? Here, let's open it up. Yeah, in my game, we already have water. So here, if we get the water like this, so if we break few blocks and place the water, look at this, chat. We already have the water. We already have it. Like, it's not perfect, but it's there. Yeah, I think we can make it, chat. I think we can make it. Okay, let's put a 1 hour timer. I think we can do it, chat. Let's put a 1 hour timer. The most difficult part is the updates. When to update the crop. That would be the most difficult part, but I think we can manage. I think we will have enough time to figure out when to update the crop. According to Google, random tick speed is how many blocks per chunk every tick get randomly selected to grow. Okay, so we even have hints from chat on how to do it. Okay, let's do 1 hour timer and let's implement farming. Let's do 1 hour timer. Let's start it. Okay. And let's rename the stream to be farming. Farming. Done. Okay, let's implement farming, chat. Let's implement farming. Let's implement it. Where will we start? First, we need to see what causes this bug where we don't have transparency. It's probably because I removed something that I shouldn't do. Color blend, yeah, this. I commented out too many lines. Okay. It's fine, chat, it's fine. We fixed it. Now the transparency bug is fixed. We can focus on farming. So we can break blocks and we can place water. Perfect. Now we just need to add. How many blocks do we need to add? What's this type of block? This is farmland, and it has moisture. Okay, we need to add a farmland block. We need to add wheat block, and we need to add this tool, and that's it. That's it. So we need 1, 2, 3 items. We need 3 items. We need 3 items. Farmland, we can use just the moisture. Here it has a moisture. We don't need a boolean if it's wet or not. We just have the moisture. If it's 0 moisture, then it's not wet. Done. Easy. It's fine, chat. We can use the block state. Can you use the block state? So we need the assets, chat. We need the assets for the wheat and for the farmland and for the diamond hole. We need the assets. So let's get the assets. Where would I find the assets? Oh, we already have them, chat. We already have them. But yeah, we have everything actually. In a previous stream, we added all of the assets. So we just need to use them, and we use them by creating a file. Oh yeah, we have rain, chat. We also have rain. But I disabled it. Yeah, I've disabled rain. So in order, we need to add new blocks. In order to add a block, we need to create a file, because every block is a JSON file here. For example, this is the anvil. It just links to the default the model file, because models in Minecraft, the mesh, to render any kind of block, for example, to render the enchantment table, it's described how to do it in a JSON file. And here I just link to it and give it the collision boxes. So here let's create a new file. We'll create one for the farmland. Here, let's do farmland like this. And we need to see, do we have anything for farmland? Yes, we have farmland and farmland moist. It has state, it has block state. So this usually the default JSON model is for static blocks that don't have a block state. So we don't need this for the farmland. Collision box, we can leave it a full block. We'll see if we need to lower the height. We'll see if we need to lower the height, but here we need a block state, chat. We need a block state. Like this state. We need a state. We need a state for the farmland here. Let's add a state. Let's add a state. Here was the issue. I'm not sure what's the issue here. Like this. Oh, we didn't copy everything like this. Okay. It needs to have a state. What's the state for the farmland? I think it was like moisture. Yeah, moisture. 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 And by default is 0. By default, moisture is 0. That's the block state for farmland. Moisture is 0. We need to create the block state property, the moisture block state property. We need to create it. And I've automated the process to be very simple for creating properties like these. But where did I create them? I forgot. I think the file was called properties, and it was a header file. Yeah, let's search it up, chat. Property. Properties, header. Was it here? No. Property. Yeah, here. It was here, chat. So do we have int property? Yeah, we have int property. The moisture will be an integer. The moisture will be an integer. So we just need to inherit from the integer property. So here this will be moisture. Will be moisture. Done. We have moisture, but when we're parsing the JSON file, we need to tell it there is now moisture property we need to look for. I could probably automate it, but if I decide to automate it, it will be off stream. Right now we need to manually now update the parser, because we create blocks by just having here JSON files. So here we created Farmland JSON file. This is the Farmland, and here we define the state. It has moisture, by default is 0, but the parser needs to know about this field. It needs to know what this is. And where did I define this? I think it was called like property, property of too many results. I think it was in a header file called world. Yeah, world. And here let's search for it. I used what was it called? A define add property. Yeah, this is my define property. Here, this is how I add properties. I need here moisture, and here to link it with the moisture property. That's it. That's it. Yeah, chat, and there should be a summary command. There should be a summary command. Yeah, okay, we have a summary command. Nice. And we got too many summaries for some reason. We got too many summaries. But it's fine. So we added the moisture property, and so now we should be able to add this Farmland block. We should be able to add this Farmland block. Since it has block state, we need one extra step. We need to create a structure for the Farmland block since it has block state, because we need to add code to it. Usually, if it's static, we can just use a regular JSON file and that's it, like the anvil. It will automatically find it. But since it has a block state, it will need to have code. Since it needs to have code, we need to create a structure for it. So if I go to where do I need to go? I think the file was called block header. Yeah, here. Here we need to create one structure for, what was it? Farmland. 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 Okay, sure. And what next? What else do we need to do? Yeah, we need an ID for it. We need an ID for it. I wanted to remove these IDs, to not have to add them manually. I wanted to remove them because it's annoying every time. It's an extra step I don't want to do, but they're helpful. The IDs are helpful. And these IDs are at runtime because it equals to an integer. Here, Farmland is now 46 integer. It's 46, but if I move Farmland to be here, now it's 45. Now it's 45, or if I remove something here, it breaks the IDs. Because before, for structure, I used the IDs in to save them. And this is just for runtime. And that's why I have tags as well. I have both an enum of IDs and tag system. And I link them together. So to link them together, I need to go inside of the world. It's a lot of steps, chat, but what can I do? Where did we link the tags? Tag? ID to tag here, yeah. Here we need to link Farmland with the Farmland tag. Farmland. Okay, that should be the final step, chat. But since it has... okay, chat. Since it has a block state, we need to handle which mesh we're picking through code. Because look at this, chat. This Farmland block has two block types. It has two block types, either this or this. These are two different meshes, and it depends on the block state. This is 0 moisture, and this is moisture of 7. And depending on the moisture, depending on the block state, the mesh we pick changes. And I have a function for that. Here inside of block header, I have generate mesh function. I have generate mesh. Here we need to handle the mesh generation. Here we need to handle it. Should be very simple. Should be very simple. So let me think about it. Here we need to pick which model we'll be using. JSON model. By default, let me think about it. It's very simple, chat. It's very simple. Where's the property? Property? Where did we get property? Yeah, this thing. Where did we get properties? I want to get them with reference. Where did I get them with reference? Yeah, here. This is how I got them with reference. Here. Like this. Here, this is moisture. Let's get them. So to generate the mesh, we need to see the moisture property. To get the moisture property, it's an in property. Here, it's called moisture. We need to get the value. And here, we'll check if moisture is, if it equals 0, then we use one model, else we use another model. We need a question mark somewhere. Where was it? Like this? Okay, like this. So what's the JSON file called for the farmland? Farmland. It's called just farmland JSON. This is when there's no moisture. Farmland. Farmland JSON. Else it's farmland moist JSON. Like that. Right? Oh, I love your work. Thank you, man. So I think this should be a chat. I think we should have farmland now. Maybe here the naming should be different, like block farmland. And to remove this, here block farmland. I forgot how exactly I got the JSON files, but it should be fine. Let's test it and see what's up. Moisture typo, moisture. How does Minecraft call it? I should be fine. Yeah, what name are we using? Empty name. Wrong JSON model name. Let me look at the call stack. Yeah, when we're generating the mesh, we're using this. Oh yeah, we need to tell the game like this. No. Yeah, I know where we need to make a change, but I don't know how to explain it. Let's just go there and see what's up. It should be in the block factory. Yeah, in the block factory here, we just need to update this to have farmland. Here, farmland. Yeah, whenever we're searching for a farmland block to render, it needs to know to use the farmland class. It needs to know we're using this class. That's the step I was missing. And what else did we mess up? Let's go back in the... Oh, when we're getting the property. Yeah, we need to... Okay, it's probably the typo that chat is talking about. Let's look at the typo. Where's the typo? Where is the type? Farmland, generate mesh. Yeah, here, moisture. Yeah, that should be it. Thank you, chat. Let's see, do we have Farmland? Wrong JSON model name. Yeah, Farmland generate. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to use the string we created. Here we need JSON model. JSON model. And let's see, did I type it correctly? Yeah, now we're using the right one, but I need to change it. Farmland. I need to change it. Yeah, maybe it's here.json. Here without this, probably. Farmland. Yeah, here. Farmland. Another mistake, chat. Yeah, Detective Jones. Jones, I saw it. Yeah, moist. Thank you. Moist.json. Bro, so many mistakes. So many typos. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, I forgot what was the names here. Let's see this. Also, it's Minecraft, then block, and then the name without JSON. Okay, that's how I call them. So here it's Minecraft block, like this, and here Minecraft block. Block and without JSON, like this. Okay, let's run it. And let's see what's up. Do we have the Farmland now? Okay, nice. Now we should have the block. Yeah, here is the Farmland. Yeah, this is the Farmland, chat. We need to add collision box to it because we cannot target it. But this is the bare bones texture. The bare bones texture. Right now it doesn't have a block hover because we're not setting one. We're not setting a block hover. So it's once again inside of a function. We could just have it in the JSON file. When we defined what Farmland is here, we can define it here, but I need an example. The path. There was a path block, dirt path. We'll just copy the dirt path collision box for the, where was it? For the Farmland. That should be it. Okay, now it should have collision box. This is the Farmland. Okay, nice. Okay, it has collision box. We can close it. It doesn't have particles for some reason, but it's fine. It's not a priority. Wait, I'm not colliding with it. That's weird. So what now, chat? Oh, wait a minute. Is it fine that it looks like this? Because in Minecraft, does it have a rotation? Is what I'm wondering. Does it have a rotation? No, it doesn't have a rotation. Yeah, it doesn't have a rotation, chat. Look at how I was worrying about these stripes, but it's fine. And about the collision, I'll think about it later. It's not a priority. Okay. So we have Farmland, but actually we need... Okay, what's the next step we need to do? We have the Farmland and we have water. So now what's the next step, chat? What's the next step? Well, we want to add a diamond hole to right click. No, it has the wait version. It has it, but we need to actually use it. It has it, chat. It has the wait version, but we need to actually use it. But which one is the priority? To actually create them? No, no. I was thinking to add this tool and to be able to right click to create it. To not have to like destroy the grass block and right click with this. But that's not a priority, chat. The priority is now to change the moisture. That's a priority. Yeah. To change the moisture and to add the wheat. That's the priority, chat. That's the priority. And to figure out why the collision is like this for the farmland. That's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Okay, so let's add moisture. How are we going to add moisture? Does it instantly update, or is it again with the tick speed rate? Does it automatically update? And how does it update? If I put water above, will it break it? If I put water above, what happens with it when we have water above? It just looks a bit weird. What if I remove the water now? Okay, it stays like that. Okay, this block, how long does it? It takes a bit of time to get wet. Okay, so it needs to be what we did here with this random tick speed. We need random tick speed in order to have farming. Because if I increase this to 1000, now this becomes moist a lot faster. That's what we need to implement now, chat. That's what we need to implement. And then we'll add the wheat. Well, here, okay, we can see how many level of moisture farmland has. If we do give to me debug stick like this, let's give it again because my inventory was full. And here, moisture, let's remove the tick speed. Here, moisture. Okay, it's from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0. So 7 is the maximum. But why is moisture 1 up to 6? Moisture from 1 to 6 is the same. Why is it like that? It stays the same, chat. That's a bit weird. What if, chat? What if here we have more like this? Does it spread the moisture? Does the moisture spread? Oh, it spreads? Yo! Oh, wait a minute. No. Let's do it like this. Does it instantly increase to 7? That's weird. Time set day. Let me investigate. How far does it travel? Here off. I don't want access to this. I don't want this to break stuff. How far does it travel, chat? You can do 4 blocks away from a source of water. Okay, so where is this block getting water from? Is it here? Let's remove this. Oh, yo, it got the water from here. Interesting. Okay, so it's 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 4 blocks, chat. It's 4 blocks. So it looks for a source 4 blocks away of water. Oh, wait a minute. Where does this get water from? Is it again 4 blocks? Interesting. Yeah, it's 4 blocks. Let me put it in a on a flat surface. I want a flat surface. And to just have one source of water. Yeah, here somewhere. Here, let's have the water like this. So yeah, this is the maximum. And what about here on the diagonal? Yeah, this is the limit. So this is the limit. Interesting. Okay, nice. And it's the same on the right side, but I don't want to do that. Interesting. So here, let me see chat. So here it's 4 blocks and by 4 blocks. Oh, so it's a region 4 by 4 around the water source. But the problem is, when we do the algorithm, it doesn't start from here. It starts from the dirt block itself, from the farmland itself. So the block itself needs to search for water. How are we going to do the search algorithm, chat? From this block, we'll just go here 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And to the left 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. So we need to search in this entire region for water. Yeah, but what if... No. This is a future problem, guys. Let's not try to solve future problems. Let's focus on the next problem. What's the next problem, chat, in our game? Well, we have water and we have the farmland. It doesn't have collision for some reason. It's not a problem. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Future me will figure it out. Right now, the next problem that we need to solve is to directly water these blocks. We'll not have the distance of 4. Let's keep it simple. If we have time, we'll increase the distance to be 4. Right now, we'll have the distance to be 1 block. So let's somehow execute code for each one of these farmlands, where we will, for each one of them, we'll search the direct neighbors if there is water. If there is water, we'll increase the moisture by 1 until we reach moisture of 7. If the moisture is 7, it will be wet farmland, where we'll actually have the crops growing. How are we going to execute the code for this farmland, chat? How are we going to execute the code? Well, we are using hints from Minecraft. Minecraft does this random tick speed 1000, or like, we need to see what the default is, but somebody in chat said that blocks are picked randomly. Every tick. A tick is like every 0.05 seconds. So every 0.05 seconds, a random block is picked. Let's say it's the grass block. If it's the grass block, nothing happens. We don't have code for that. But if it's the farmland, we have code for that. If this block gets picked, it will find this water block and it will increase its moisture. How are we going to randomly pick a block? Well, we can go... Do we need to pick a block from every subchunk? How does that work, chat? Okay, we can do it like that. We can go over every currently visible subchunk, and a subchunk is 16 by 16 by 16 blocks. We can go over every subchunk and pick a random block from that subchunk and update it. That's it, chat. Oh, let me update the thumbnail, chat. Let me update the thumbnail, because this is cool. Yeah, let me update the thumbnail. This is a cool thumbnail. Okay, here, change, and pictures, stream, and done. Update it. That's it. So chat, let's try to execute the code that will update the moisture of the block. Let's do that, chat. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where are we going to write this code? Where? Well, somebody in chat said it needs to happen every tick. We have a tick update system. It's just code that runs every 0.05 seconds, and it's in a separate layer. It's here. Here we have, oh, it's here in this function, on tick. Here on tick, here we can execute the code. We can execute it here, chat. We can execute the code here. This gets called every 0.05 seconds, so every tick. Here, we can go over, before we run anything, here, we can go over every subchunk and update random block. That's it. That's it, check. But how are we going to update the block? Is it just the update function? Because every block has on update. We could do that. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that, chat. Okay, okay. How are we going to go over every subchunk? How are we going to go over every subchunk? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we are going to go over every subchunk. Okay, how do I handle subchunks? How do I handle them? Where do I store them? I store them in the world, I think. Yeah, the world has data. The world has data. And it's an unordered map between vector3 and maybe subchunks here. Yeah, it's an unordered map between a vector3 and share pointer of the subchunk class. So I'll just iterate the subchunks. I'll just iterate them. And I got reminded that we already iterate over all of them. It's when we render them, chat. It's when we render them. So on render in the game layer, we can find the code where we iterate over all of the subchunks. Yeah, here. We get the subchunks and iterate over all of them. We'll copy this code and paste it here on tick here. We'll paste it here. Okay, we're iterating over all of the subchunks. Sure, we got the first step done. Now let's pick a random block. Well, how are we going to pick it? It should be actually easy. Local position should be easy. We have 16 options on 3 axes, the X, Y, and Z. So for each one, we need to pick a random value. So here we can do local position X equals random. Get random. I think Relib had a function for this. Get random between 0 and 15. And is it inclusive or exclusive? Both included. Both are included. Yeah, it's fine. 0 to 15. So we pick a random block and we need to update it. How are we going to get it? Well, we can create position details using the, let me think about it. the subchunk origin and the local position, like that. Now we have the coordinates for the block that we're updating. We have the coordinates. We need to now get its block state and call the onUpdate callback. How are we going to do that? We need to get the block state. So std shared pointer block block state and equals get block state like this, and here we give it the position details. Now, and we do if we manage to find a block state, what do we do, chat? We need to call block state onUpdate like that. That should be it, and we need to give it its position just so it knows it. Sure. And we need to implement this onUpdate function for the farmland. We need to update this. Where is it, chat? Where is it? It's inside of here. We need onUpdate. We need onUpdate here, onUpdate. And we need to implement it like this. And we'll target the moisture. But first, before we change the moisture, we need to look for a water source block. Currently, it looks in a region of like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 4 around the block. 4 by 4. Look at this, chat. If we search for this block, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We found water source, so we're increasing the moisture. Once it reaches 7, we change the mesh to be the wet farmland, chat. But we'll keep it simple. We'll just search the direct neighbors. We'll search the direct neighbors. All of them, all of the direct neighbors. Maybe without the diagonals. We'll just go to the north, south, east, and west without the diagonals, just to make it even more simpler. First, we need to find water. Let's go over the neighbors. How should we do it? Position, details, neighbor. How should we do this? Equals, position, details, get. We need to get north. We need to get the north. We need to get south and east and west, like that. And so if any of the neighbors boolean is close to water, equals by default false. So if any of the neighbor, so we'll do is close to water, or if any of these one is true, it will make this boolean true. And if this boolean is true, we'll increase the moisture. If this boolean is false, we'll decrease the moisture. And we'll limit it, we'll clamp it between 0 and 7. Yeah. So here we need to check the neighbor get block type if it equals water. If it equals water, like that. And here we do if is close to water. If it's close to water, moisture plus plus, else moisture minus minus, minus minus, and we need to clamp it. Moisture equals clamp. We need to clamp it. We need to clamp it between 0 and 7. Just in case, chat. Just in case. I love you. Please don't go bald. Thank you. I'll try my best, chat. I'll try my best. I missed an hour of the stream. I'll do summary here, summary. That's why we have the summary command, chat. Okay, so we are trying to add the farmland. And we tried, and if you can notice here, the farmland doesn't instantly update to the moisture one. And Minecraft uses this random tick speed. That's what we tried to implement. Basically, we go over all of the sub chunks, we pick a random block, and we update it. And we update it. So let's test it if it works. I think this should be it. But let's be sure and see if it actually compiles. Let's see if it compiles. Okay, at least it runs. So now let's place the farmland. Let's place the farmland. Yeah, here is the farmland, and let's get water. And let's spawn the water. So what I'm expecting now is the farmland to randomly get updated. But the problem is we're picking one random block. So we're waiting on a chance, chat. We're doing this based on some chances. We could try to pick more than one block just to make it faster. What's the default, chat? How many blocks are picked in Minecraft by default? Minecraft random tick speed 3. Minecraft picks 3 by default. Okay. Does it make sure they're different blocks, chat? What if it picks the same block 3 times in a row? I think it needs to be 3 different blocks. Okay, let's try to make it faster so that we don't wait that much time. Chat says it's 3 random blocks. We can do more just to be sure it works, and then we can lower it. So on tick here, we pick random position. Let's do it 10 times. Let's pick 10 random blocks. Let's pick 10 random blocks. Let's pick 10 random blocks and let's see what's up. Let's pick 10 random blocks. So let's get the water, let's get the farmland. And most likely it's lagging because of a process happening outside of stream, the summary stuff. Because I'm transcribing the votes for the summary command. But we'll see, maybe it's because of the code. I noticed a little bit of stuttering. Okay, does it update the farmland? Does it update the farmland? I have this debug information here. I have the debug information, and here I have tag farmland. Okay, it's managing to find the farmland, but here look at moisture. It has a question mark. I need to fix that, the question mark part, just to see the moisture value, so we can debug it. And I noticed something here. Look at the water block is a full block. And I was wondering why in Minecraft it's not a full block. Well, it's probably because of this. They have noticed the farmland is a little bit lower and the water looks weird close to it. That's why probably the water block in Minecraft is a little bit lower. Okay, we saw that the farmland doesn't change its moisture. Or probably it changes it. Okay, it changes it, but it's not okay. It actually works. We're not updating the subchunk. Okay, it's updating the moisture. Okay. It's updating the moisture. Nice. Yo, that's cool, chat. That's cool. So we need, okay, we need to make changes here. Let's update 3 blocks. Let's pick 3 random blocks from every subchunk. Chat, does Minecraft update every subchunk? Does it pick 3 random blocks from every subchunk? Or is it a chance to not do it for a subchunk? That's what I'm wondering. Because it's a little bit taxing on the frame rate. Let me think, what are we going to do? Yeah. When we update the moisture, we need to... where was it? Here. When we update the moisture, we need to set the position as dirty because we need the subchunk to update. We need the subchunk to update. Okay, let's see if now the subchunk updates once the moisture changes. Let's do the same experiment again. Okay, will the subchunk update by default? That's what I'm wondering. That's what I want to see, chat. Doesn't look like it. No. Yeah, we're just updating 3 blocks. We're just picking 3 random blocks. So it may just need time to pick. Chat, it happened. Yo, it happened. It happened. Will another one update? Bro, I think it's too slow, chat. Oh, another one. Another one. Yo, another one. Another one. Isn't it too slow, chat? I think in Minecraft it's faster. Isn't it Minecraft faster? Yo, cool. Okay, this is cool. Water is dripping me out. Water is not perfect, but it's fine. Water is not perfect. But it's fine. Okay, so what next, chat? What next? We need the... What about like spreading from single points, so like moisture gets spread through the land? Oh! Yeah, I was thinking on... Yeah, right now, the moisture doesn't spread because I was not sure how to implement it. Because I will need to search quite a lot of blocks, but actually that's not true, I think. Let me think about here, chat. If here I have this, like, does the moisture spread between the blocks, or is it not like that? What if I do this here? No, it's not like that. So every block independently searches for water. It ignores the neighbors. It's independent, chat. It's independent. Okay, sure. It's independent. Let me think. What's the best next step, chat? We need the wheat. This is what we need, chat. Okay, we need to plant this. This is what we need. So we need a new item called wheat. That's it. And it has an age. It has an age property. Block state. Has an age property. Okay, this is what we need to add. It should be simple and easy. Okay, we added the farmland. It spreads. It doesn't spread. It's just it searches for a direct source of water, but it's fine. It's not a priority to have like bigger distance to get watered. The priority is to focus on the wheat. That's the priority. Bro, if you have a high fever, take some rest. Like, don't worry about the stream. Yeah, don't worry about it. But hopefully you get well soon. Fever sucks. Let me think about it. Can you improve bunny hopping? It's fine. Bunny hopping is fine. Okay, so now what's the next step? Because we have 1 hour timer, which is probably like over, I think. Where is the 1 hour timer? Where is the browser? Here. We have 8 minutes from the 1 hour timer. We have 8 minutes. Let's focus on the wheat. Let's focus on adding the wheat. And let's commit this change. Add farmland. Add farmland. Push. Let's add the wheat as well. We'll add it the same way we added the farmland because it has block state. So where do we start? We can copy the farmland block. We can copy and paste it. And we'll call it. We'll rename it to wheat. Is it called like that? Wheat, yeah, and it has an age property. It has here age. What's the default for age? What's the default? From 0 to 7. From 0 to 7 is the age. From 0 to 7. Yeah, from 0 to 7. So here default age will be 0. Collision boxes will be dynamically calculated. Okay, this will be the wheat. And what next, chat? We need to create an ID for it here. We need wheat. We need to create an ID for it. We need inside of the world. Where are the tags? We need to link the... Oh, we already have an age property. Nice. We already have an age property. We can here inherit. It's fine. Have an age property. But we need to combine the here. We need to combine the wheat ID with the wheat tag, like that. Oh, to add multi-threading. Multi-threading would be too complicated. Multi-threading will be complicated. Let me think about it, chat. What next? We're trying to add the wheat, so we need to create a new class. We need to create a new class here. Let's copy this. Wheat. Like this. On update, let's not have on update. Let's just have generate mesh. And here we need to get the age property. We need to get the age property. We need the age property, and let's search for wheat JSON model. Yeah, and it has stages from 0 to 7. It has stages. So here we can do text format. We can do text format, Minecraft, block, wheat stage, and then number dot without a dot JSON. And here we do age. That's it, chat. And what next? For implementing the wheat, what next? Block factory. In the block factory, No, where is the block factory? In the block factory here, we need to link the ID with the class. We need to link it with the class. Like that. Let's run it, I think. Let's see if there are any compilation errors. Let's see if we have wheat. Okay, yeah, we have it here. We have it here. We have this. Yeah, it places it. Okay, yeah, we have it, chat. This is it. But here the stage is 0. And it doesn't have a block hover. I cannot outline it. I need a block hover for it. I need a collision box. I need a collision box, chat. And we have the water. This. Nice. So what do we need, chat? We need for the yeah, it replaces the Farmland when I right click it. Because of the my raycast is not the smartest. My raycast is not the smartest. It's not the smartest. But for blocks that are 16 height, it works. Oh yeah, here it watered. This got watered. The Farmland got watered. Now we need to add block outline collision box for the crop so that we can select it. Let's add that. And that usually is just a function. That is just a function. Collision. Update collision box. Here. Update collision boxes. Update collision boxes. We need to reset it and to add here. We need to reset it and to add how much? It's from 0, 0, 16, 16. And on the y-axis, it depends on the level of the crop. Here, what if we search for wheat? Depends on the level. Wheat stage. Crop. Okay, it's just crop. Crop. So what's the height, chat, of the crop? What's the height? 0. What's the height of the crop by default, chat? This is just a crop. This is elements. Yeah, where's the wheat? Wheat? Yeah, wheat stage. And it has a parent, the crop. Okay, parent. Oh, we're just changing the texture. We're just changing the texture, chat. I see. I see. So we need to look at the texture to determine the height level for the block outline. Yeah, I need to search for this texture. Width stage 0 through 7. I want to see the height. Where do I need to search for it? Well, in textures. In textures, resources. Textures, block. Here I need to search for it. No, I can directly search for it, chat. I can search for width stage. Textures block here. Not showing up. Here, width stage. And these ones I need to open in Aspirate. Just to see the height. Just to see the height. What's the height here? This is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. This is 7. What's the maximum? The maximum is a full block, right, chat? This is what I'm trying to add, chat, the block outline. Let's change the tick speed to 1. Let's change it to 1 here. Okay, so this is the first version. Let's add a block here. This is the first version. This is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, okay. So time, it increases by 2 pixels, chat. So here 0, let's say it's 2 pixels. 1 is 4 pixels. So plus 1 multiplied by 2. Yeah. And this is 16 pixels. Okay, let's do it like this, chat. Let's do it like this. For the block outline. Yeah, GitHub repo is private, chat. What were we going to do? I forgot. Yeah, the block outline for the crops. Yeah, I forgot, chat. Where do we set the block outline? Well, it's in block CPP here. So here we need to get the age of the crop. It's between 0 and 7. It's between 0 and 7. So here we can do int height equals. What should be the height of the outline of the collision box, chat? It's depending on the age. The maximum is 7. So the value is between 0 and 7. So the height, how much is the height by default? Is between, we want it to be between 2 and 16, I think. Yeah, we want it to be between 2 and 16. How are we going to convert them like this? Plus 1 multiplied by 2. Multiplied by 2. This is the height of the crop. So here we'll do height like this. What's the issue? Does it want a float? Bro, it wants a float. Okay, let's see if we have the custom outline, chat. Let's see if we have the custom outline. Do we have it? Let's add the width. Here's the width. Yeah, we have the outline. We have it. We have it, chat. Nice. So what now? Does the hitbox even change? We cannot test that. We cannot we cannot test the hitbox because the plant will not grow as of now. The plant will not grow. When does the plant grow, chat? When does it grow? No, in Minecraft, the hitbox changes. Look at this, chat. Hitbox changes. I just showed you it changes. So when does the crop grow, chat? When does it grow? If we plant it here, how fast does it grow? We'll just increase the age, chat. Every time it's hit, we'll just increase the age. It will be simple. Let's have a simple. How much time do we have, chat? The 1 hour time limit is over. So we need to be fast, chat, because I want to move to another feature as well. So let's do an on update. Let's do an on update here, like this. And here, the width on update, we need to get the current age. We need to get the current age. And we want what do we want to do, chat? How should we bottom neighbor? We want to get the block below us. Okay, this is the block below us. We want if bottom neighbor get block type equals farmland. If it equals farmland, right? If it equals farmland, the crop speed does change, I think, based on the other crops around it, but not sure. That's too difficult. We'll do it simple, chat. We'll just use the random tick. Like every subchunk updates 3 random blocks. If it hits the width, it will check the block below it. We need the block below it to see if it's farmland and the moisture of the farmland. We need the moisture of the farmland. So let's get the block state of it. std shared pointer block state farmland state equals get block state of the bottom neighbor and here we'll do and farmland get farmland state if below us is farmland and we have the block state and no, it's enough here. It's enough like this. And here we need to check. Here we need to check. What do we need to check? We need to get its property. How do we get its property? We'll do auto moisture equals farmland state get property moisture. It's an int property moisture value. So we look at the moisture and what do we do with the moisture, chat? If the moisture is 7, the maximum, that's when the width grows. Do we do it like that, chat? If moisture equals 7, age plus, we age the plant. That's it. And we also want to change something else for the width. For the farmland, we set it to be moist when the moisture is greater than 0. It needs to be different. It needs to be when it's exactly 7. So if it's below 7, it's the default farmland. If it's 7, it's the farmland moist. Yeah, that's important. And also, let's make it possible because let's run it now. But if we look at it now, there is one problem, chat. I want to see the block state in this debug menu, chat. In this debug menu, I want to see the block state. Because here, look at this. We have the grass block if it's snowy or not. That's fine. But if this is for the boolean. For the boolean, it works. But for integers like this, the age is a question mark. I need to fix the debug screen, the age, when it's an integer to properly show it. That's what I need to fix, just so I can debug it properly. Yeah, I know the crosshair is above the UI. It's not a priority. And I also want to remove this part. This is from when we did custom culling. I want to remove this part as well. How should I remove it? It's in the... Where is the debug screen, chat? Debug screen is in layers, game layer, debug information here. I want to remove this part. This part I want to remove. Here, this is the direction, camera position, hover block info, and here I want to remove this. What's test? What's test? This is also something I don't want to have. Let's remove this. Like that. Okay, so now let's fix the block state. When it's an integer property, it's not displaying property. It's not displaying property properly, it just displays a question mark. I need to fix that so we can debug the block state. How will I fix that, chat? Well, we need to go into properties or property. Here where we do this toString. When it's an integer toString, we do this part here. We do std toString of the value, which didn't give us the proper result. To what should I change it, chat? If it's a boolean, it works. If it's a boolean, it works, but here, if it's an integer, I don't properly translate it to string view. Int to string cpp. What's the warning here? Invalid, the temporary is invalidated. Oh, a dangling pointer. Yeah. If here we were returning string, it would be fine, std string. But the problem is, like, chat bullied me into doing string view because it would be better. But now, because it's string view, it has a problem. But if I do this, will it fix it? Probably. And I need to change the int property as well. Like this. Let's run it. Let's see if the debug view is fixed. If it's an integer property. No, it's still a question mark. I don't know why. What if we look at the moisture? And moisture is a question mark as well. Why is this still a question mark, chat? Yeah, maybe to rename this, to change this toString to be std string. Yeah, here they do std toString. That's a bit of an issue. We could... Yeah, what's this? toString. Yeah, std toString. Is there an alternative, chat? Is there an alternative to this function? Okay, let's do integer to string view. String view to string. Oh, we can do this string view to string. Okay. And where is the H? H. Like this. Okay, let's see if now the game state is different. Let's see if the game state is different. Let's spawn the wheat. It's still a question mark. Is it the same for the farmland? Yeah, it's still a question mark. We have a plan B online CPP to test it here. To test it here, we can do, we can do here std string test return hello world, and here to do cout test like this. Let's see what do we get. Yeah, hello world. And if we do here integer hello equals 5, and here we do std string toString hello, we get 5. And if we do here string view, what do we get? Oh yeah, it is the question. Yeah, string view needs the object to be alive, which it won't because the temporary will be destroyed. Yeah, that's the issue, chat. Yeah, this is the only issue, chat, here. But if we do std string view here temporarily, what will happen? Yeah, it's the same problem. It's the same problem. Yeah, the solution is this to be just string. That's the solution. Wait, what if, like here, you can change the string to be cstr. And here string view. Yeah, okay, so that's the issue. Yeah, so that's the issue. That's why here the block state is a question mark. That's why it's a question mark. So let's attempt to change this. Here, can we refactor it? The toString. Can we refactor it? Do we have a refactor thing? It's an override, and we have this property here. String view toString. This is what we want to refactor. Is it only for toString? I'll just replace it everywhere. I'll just replace it everywhere. Okay, let's replace it everywhere. This string view with the string. Here, let's do std string view into string, like that. Done. Oh, it needs to be std string. Done. Does it immediately run, or is it broken in other places after we refactor the code? Let's see, chat. Let's see. Probably now it should be working. Yeah, H is 0. Perfect. Perfect, chat. Perfect. So now if we place the farmland, we place the water, and moisture is 0 here. Yeah, moisture is 0. But we need to place this We need to place the wheat. Okay, nice. Nice chat, nice. Oh, look at this. Moisture increased to 1. Moisture increased to 1. But it's too slow, chat. And here moisture is 1. Here moisture, yeah, almost everywhere moisture is 1. But only when moisture becomes 7, that's when the farmland becomes wet. That's when it becomes wet. Let me update the thumbnail. Let me update the thumbnail, chat. Okay, I updated the thumbnail. The water has holes here in the mesh because we didn't finish it. We always have a short time limit. We focused on the logic of water. We prioritize the logic of the water. That's why it has holes. Okay, so right now the moisture increases of the farmland automatically. Here the moisture is 3. Here the moisture is 2. And here the age of the wheat is 0 because the farmland is not moist. We need to make the moisture increase faster, I think. It increases too slow, right? Does it increase on update only once? No, water doesn't get destroyed if we put block in the origin. Water does not get destroyed. What should we do, chat? We need to set it to 7. It only decreases. Oh, okay, we can instantly make it to a 7. Okay, we'll instantly make it to a 7. And let's change here on the debug screen the position. Can we make it to be smaller number? Because it outputs the whole number. Outputs the whole number. Here if we go where? In game layer, text, here. Yeah, this float, text format float. If we do 2, how to make the float have two numbers after the decimal. CPP text format float decimal position. How was it done, chat? Yeah, okay, point to F. Point to F before the F. Point 2. How is it in Minecraft for the position? In Minecraft, where is the current position? The X, Y, and Z. Oh, it's 3 points. For the position, it's 3 points. We can do 2 points, it's fine. Point 2, point 2. And let's change the farmland to update faster. The moisture to increase way faster. Let's go to the farmland. And farmland on update. On update, we'll set, if it's close to water, we'll set the moisture to be 7, the maximum by default. And if it's not close to water, we'll decrease the moisture by 1. Okay, look at this, chat. The position is much smaller. Now it has 2 float points. It has 2 float points. But let's add the farmland. Let's add the farmland. And let's add the water. And let's add the plants. Okay, now it increases the moisture a lot faster. Directly to a 7. Like this, chat. Okay, so here, let's look at the age. The age currently is 0 of this, chat. The age currently is 0. Oh, chat? No, this age is... Oh, we're not updating, I think, the... Are we updating the subchunk mesh? Hopefully. The age is still 0 for the wheat. It's still 0. We can do a breakpoint to confirm if... Oh, chat, H1, chat! Farmland, chat! Farmland! Yo, we have the wheat. It grew. It grew. This one is of H1. Yo, chat, this is H2. Chat, H2. This is H2. Yo. This is H1, this is H0. Yo, nice, nice. Nice. Yo, this grew. But we want... Yo, this grew. So what now, chat? I want... Like, to me, I want, like, yeah, wheat age is updating, but the summary was for the last 5 minutes. It's not fully up to date. It's not fully up to date, the summary. Yo, this is H3. This is H3. What's the maximum age? I think it was 7. 7 is the maximum age. 7 is the maximum. Yeah, it's pretty good. I want to see if it reaches the maximum. If it reaches the maximum, we'll move to a different feature. We need to pick what will be the feature we add after farming. It will be during this stream, chat. We have crafting, kind of. We have the crafting table, and here we can put items. So it's working properly. It's working properly. Should we max items reach? Oh yeah, we have maximum items in the creative inventory. If we add more items, we will need a scroll bar or to remove items we're not using. That's a bit of a bummer. But yo, this is of H4. Yeah, we'll just wait it to reach H7. And while we wait it, we can think of what to focus after this feature, chat. We can think of what we'll focus after this feature. Make pages instead of scroll bar easier. No, we need a scroll bar. Yeah, pages would be probably easier. Yo, this is H5 now. This is H5. I don't like the bare bones texture. I don't like the bare bones texture. Yeah, here we have chat. Hello, chat. And we have commands. We have the summon creeper. Summon creeper. We have commands, chat. I want one of the crops to reach H7 just to be sure it works properly. I want one of the crops to reach H7. We have 2 candidates for that. We have 2 candidates. But for the next feature in this stream, I wanted fireworks, but on the voting, fireworks got like a 0, so probably not fireworks. We can do villagers or to finish the creeper. Yo, Frost, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Resubscribe for 2 months. Imagine someone joining the stream right now and seeing us celebrating wheat growing. Yeah. The pro wheat growing is awesome. What do you mean? Yeah, thank you, Frost. I appreciate it. Do they grow when the chunk is unloaded? When the chunk unloads. Oh, this grew, chat, H6. H6. It's almost complete, chat. It's almost complete. Yo, if it unloads, it will delete everything. I don't have a save and load system. Yo, wait a minute. Why does these two get updated a lot more? These ones are a lot slower for some reason. That's a bit peculiar. That's a bit weird. Yo, this is complete. H7. H7. Yo, nice. Let's make a screenshot, chat. Yeah, this is a good one. In here. Yo, thank you for the subscription, man. Hype train. Yo, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Let me hide this. Let me hide the creeper because I don't want him in the thumbnail, chat. And let's make a screenshot, chat. Make a screenshot like this. Okay, chat. We have farming, chat. We have farming. We need to think of the next feature, chat. And YouTube suggested farming. What about Twitch, chat? Twitch, do you have a suggestion for the next feature, chat? Let me update the screenshot, the thumbnail. Let me update the thumbnail. Let me update it. Like this. Okay, I updated the thumbnail. Nice. Okay, Twitch. Okay, I by mistake destroyed the farmland here. That's a bit of a bummer. Better water, particle physics, textures after. We have particles. We have creeper. We can do the creeper. Summon creeper. We can finish the creeper. Or we can do villagers. For other crops, that's for another time. Crafting, fix water UI. For the fixing the water mesh, it's not a priority. It would be better, chat. If you guys want us to fix the water mesh, I think it's better to just focus on the lava, to make the lava flow. Because while we're implementing the lava, while we're doing that, we can also fix the mesh. Because if we fix it for the lava, it will be fixed for the water as well. So that's my suggestion. For day and night, we need to add we need lighting for day and night. We need lighting for day and night. I have from previous times suggestions. From previous times. We can do, what can we do, chat? Enchantment crafting. What can we do for the next feature? Because we have time for one more feature. Heart and hunger. A boat. Chat, should we make a boat? Sounds. Oh, sounds. Yeah. Okay. So let's pick. Let's pick. Here, like this. Chat. I'll make this time a poll on Twitch. I'll make it on Twitch. Poll. Okay. We're making a poll on Twitch. What to do? Okay, what are the options, chat? No, guys, you don't need to move on Twitch because Twitch has never voted for a feature. I want for the first time to let Twitch vote, chat. Okay, okay, for options, one option is sounds. Another option is lava, and day and night we will need lighting for that. We don't have enough time for that. What else can we do, chat? Player hand food. Fireworks. Bro, nobody voted for fireworks. We can add it. Fireworks. Yeah, how does the fireworks look like? Fireworks. How do they look like? I just want to see. Fireworks. Flight duration. They should be a lot cooler. They're probably broken. Okay, we'll remove fireworks. We can do... What do you mean by breadth? We can do... sulfur cubes. Not sure about sulfur cubes. We could do... We can do... What should we do? Sniffer, mop, slime, bucket, experience, potions, ladders, or beds, main menu, game. Main menu. We could finish the main menu because we have 360-degree background. And if we add main menu, we can use that 360-degree background. Okay, chat. Main menu. We can do main menu. Main menu. Because if we do main menu, we'll be able to add settings and other stuff like that. It will be cool. So one last option. We need one last option. We need one last feature suggestion. For day and night, can we do day and night, chat? Can we do it? We don't have enough time for day and night. Command block, witches. Oh yeah, creeper pathfinding. Creeper pathfinding and explosion. Okay, these are the 4 options, and I'll put them on Twitch because I've never done a vote on Twitch. If there are not enough votes on Twitch, I'll do it on YouTube. Okay, I'm doing a poll on Twitch. Lava. Main menu. and this thing. Start a poll. Pop out chat like this. What to do? Yeah, okay. So let's see what Twitch votes. If nobody votes on Twitch, we'll do it on YouTube chat. If nobody votes on Twitch. We can do both actually. While Twitch is voting, I'll do on YouTube as well. I want to do on YouTube as well. Let's do the same vote on YouTube. Where is YouTube? Here. Let's do on YouTube. Start a poll. What to do? Here we need 4 options. Sounds, lava, main menu, and creeper pathfinding. Creeper pathfinding. And the Twitch vote is equals. 2 votes for sounds and 2 votes for main menu. Twitch vote hasn't decided. What about YouTube? What does YouTube think? YouTube, oh, main menu. Main menu is a good idea. Main menu is a good idea. Everybody's voting for main menu. I'll wait here for 1 minute to pass and I'll end it. But most likely is the main menu. Yeah, okay, it reached 1 minute. We're ending the poll. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we are doing a main menu. We're doing the main menu. Let's have a 15-minute timer. Let's have a 15-minute timer. This will be exploration timer. 15-min timer. It will be exploration timer just to check if the feature is not too difficult. We have 15 minutes to see if main menu is too difficult for us. If main menu is too difficult, we'll pick another feature. We need 15 minutes to decide. Okay, the crops have grown to the maximum level, age 7. The crops have grown and farmland is of moisture of 7. Perfect. Perfect. So the farmland worked properly. Okay. Nice. Let me check out something. 1 second, chat. Live. Then the stream. Optimization. Save. Did this make a change, chat? Yeah, I think this made a change. Okay, chat, let's continue. Okay. Let's focus now. Let's try to implement a feature. How should we... we have 15 minutes to decide if we can do main menu. We have 15 minutes to decide if we can do main menu. In the previous stream, we did the 360-degree this thing. In the previous stream, we did the 360-degree stuff. This is the background. We did that. But we don't have the buttons. We don't have the buttons. Is it possible for us to do the buttons? Well, we kind of have UI here, the inventory. We can hover stuff. We can click them and interact with them. UI elements. We kind of have UI. We have crafting table UI. We have crafting table UI, and we have from the previous stream the 360-degree view. So will this be too difficult for us? Will it be too difficult? We need to do one single test chat. Let's create a single button. This is how we will decide if it's too difficult or not. Let's create a single button. We'll create the start game button. Let's do a start game button, not here single player. It will be just a start game button. If we manage to implement that and to transition, this will signal to me we can do it, and we'll start a 1 hour timer to implement it. But we need to test it out. Yeah, okay. Farmland works. Nice, nice. I'm very glad with this. I'm very happy with this. Farmland. Add wheat. Add wheat. Nice. So what now, chat? What now? Let me think about it. Yeah, let's change the stream title. Main menu. Change it. Okay, nice. We changed it. So what now? When we start the game, this is what happens. It directly starts the game. It directly starts the game. We want instead to have a different screen before this. What do you mean, Alex? What do you mean what happened? We picked now to implement the next feature. And the next feature is to add main menu. This is what happened, chat. We implemented farming, kind of. Now we're doing the main menu. We're doing a main menu, chat. And we have about like 15 minutes. We have between 10 and 15 minutes to see if it's too difficult for us to implement main menu. If it's too difficult to implement it, we'll switch to another feature. So how are we going to tackle this? We have layers here. I'm using the Cherno application system with layers because it organizes the code. And I have 3 layers. I have the game layer, I have a tick system layer, and I have a UI layer. I have 3 layers. I could add another layer to be like main menu layer. And after the player hits the start game button, that's when we add the game layer. We can do that. We can do that. So how would that be possible? If I go in the main CPP here, wouldn't the main menu be part of the That's what I'm not sure about, chat. Because the UI layer here has stuff from, it has hotbar, it has chat messages, the UI layer, it has other stuff. It's maybe I don't need a UI layer. Maybe I should have made it a bit different to be just a game layer, and maybe the chat system to be a layer itself, instead of having a single UI layer. But we'll see, chat, we'll see. That's why we're doing 15 minutes to see if it's too difficult. To see if it's too difficult. Here, when I start the game, I push the game layer, the tick system layer, and the UI layer. I could comment this out. If I comment it out, what happens? Will anything run at all? It breaks. We can here create a new layer. Here, push layer. We can push main menu layer. We can push this, a main menu layer. And here it will be called main menu header file. This is what it will be called. And we can copy, let's copy the tick system because it's a smaller file. It doesn't have boilerplate. Main menu. And here this will be main menu, like that. Like that. And we need a main menu cpp file, main menu cpp, like this, include a main menu header, like this, and we need to implement these functions. And game layer, what does oh, I think here on attach this, it creates a window here. We can do it. We can do it in the main menu on attach here. We can do it here, chat. So let's run it. What did, oh, we need to update CMake, because we created new files. Anytime you create new files, you need to update the CMake. Screen width and screen height. I have them in the game layer. I need to move them, but once I move them, it will be a bit of a problem. Chat. Once I move them in the main menu, the screen width and screen height, there will be some errors. There will be errors. So if I go on attach here, this part, I need this part to be in main menu, like this, perfect. And where do we use them? We use them here, screen width and screen height. We need to get screen width and screen height from the main menu layer. Main menu, but I want it to be called layer, main menu layer, because we'll probably have... okay, let's call it here main menu. Let's call it be that, main menu. And here this will be main menu layer. And we need to get the main menu. And from there we'll get the screen width and height. Sadly. Main menu. What's the issue? Main menu layer. What's the issue? Main menu layer, like this. This. Okay, nice. And we need to do the same in the UI layer, because there we also use the width and height. Yeah, here. We use it here. And here we need to use main menu layer. Main menu layer, like this. Okay, let's see here what's the issue. Here as well we need it. Main menu. Layer. Okay, chat. Okay, let's run it and see if do we have the main menu setup. Okay, we are initting a window. And what's up? What's the issue here? Layer stack. What's the issue here? Yeah, we're going over all of the layers and we're calling on render. But what's the issue? And layers, there's only one layer. There's only one. What's the issue? Access violation, reading allocation. Why is it complaining? Yeah, we're inheriting the layer, so it should be fine on render. Maybe because on render is empty. Is it because of that? On render. Clear background is probably not because of that. Begin mode 3D. Why would we have a problem, chat? Yeah, let's run it again. Yeah, it opens the window. Then it does on update. It does begin drawing. Oh, maybe because of this RL IMGUI. Maybe because of this. Or because of begin and end drawing. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, this is the main menu. Currently there's nothing there, but we can bring back the 360-degree view. Let's bring back the 360-degree view. How are we going to bring it back? Let's copy it from the game layer. Let's copy it from the game layer. It's where? On render. On render. It's... Where did we have it? It was... Yeah, here. It was here. Let's copy this. We need to have it in the main menu. Here on render. Here. And we need begin mode 3D. And we need end mode 3D. But will we detach the main menu? If we detach the main menu, we'll use the screen height, screen width. We will probably need a different layer. Yeah, probably we need a game layer to be different from what it currently is. And this game layer to be like the world layer. Like when you start a world. And the game to leave init window to not be here. Init relief window to not be in main menu. But let's leave it like this. I don't want to, because we are currently testing to see how difficult it is. And the 15-minute timer is running out. We need a camera for begin mode 3D. We need a camera. So here, let's create one. Here, let's camera. Let's create a camera. Here equal 0, like this. And on attach, here is where we will define the camera. Here is where you add multiplayer system. We attempted to do multiplayer in previous streams. Let me think about the chat. Let's create a camera. Where do we define cameras? I think it was in the world CPP. Camera. Yeah, player camera. Here, this part. I want to copy this in the menu. Here. Menu. I want to copy this. So, camera. Let's set up the camera. Camera. Like this. So the target by default it will be towards the south. We can do it towards the north as well. It's fine. The north is towards the negative, so -1 on the z-axis. Up is +1 on the y-axis. F of v is 90. Projection is perspective. It's fine. So here begin mode 3D will get the camera. We'll get the camera. And here we need to draw the skybox. We need to draw, which is the 360-degree panorama. How did we load the skybox model? How did we load it? Let me think about it. How did we load it? We did it here in game layer. Skybox model, this thing. Let's move it to main menu. Let's move it to main menu. And we need to initialize it. Where do we do it? Skybox. Yeah, let's set up the shader. Let's set up the shader in the main menu. Here on attach. Let's set up the shader. We set up the skybox shader in the main menu, sure. What next? Next, we need the skybox model. We need to set it up. Skybox model. Let's move it to main menu. We can do it here on attach. Like this. So let's see if we have the 360-degree menu or if we have a compilation error. Okay, we're rendering, but we are not moving the camera. And we need to disable the cursor. We need to disable the cursor. Disable cursor. Let's disable. Yeah, multiplayer was hard, to no one's surprise. And on update, let's rotate the camera. How should we rotate the camera? Chat. How should we rotate it? We could copy from how we handle the player. Here in the player, we calculate a front vector using cosine and sine based on a yaw and pitch. We can just do a yaw. Okay, we can do a yaw and pitch here. We can do that like this. Front like this. So we can go in the main menu here. No, chat. There was a simple command for this, I think. Raylib handled the camera easily. I think we can do the main menu easily. Let's do a 1 hour timer. 1 hour. I think we can do it. I think it will not be difficult. Let's do the main menu. So let's search for how does Raylib handle, what was it? Camera. No, it was in update camera. Update camera. Update camera. Here. I want to see, where was it? It was a function for this. Based on the movement on the mouse here. Camera yaw and camera pitch. That's it. Let's include this. And here, this is the camera. But what's the issue? Oh, it needs to be a camera 3D. Here, camera 3D. 3D. Nice. And here it needs to be reference, maybe. Here, this is how much we're going to move it. The pitch will stay the same, but the yaw, this is left and right movement. Let's make it be 0.5 and rotate around target. What's this? False. Let's say false. I'm not sure. And let's test it out. No. 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 Let's do 0.5. This is 0.5. Again? Bro, what's the matter? What's the problem? We get the camera up. Target position. Target position. Does it be? Let's make it super small. Make it be super small. Yeah, tiny bit too fast. Oh. No. Let's. Okay, let's make it negative. Let's make it be the get frame time and negative. And let's make it be bit slower. So by 0.1. By 0.1. It's cool, chat. It's cool. Okay, so this is the main menu, 360-degree view. This is the main menu. And we've separated from the game itself. Here we don't have player, we don't have anything. So now we need a button to start the game. Bro, this is not too slow. This is in Minecraft how fast it is. It's even too fast. It's even too fast. Okay, but we need a button to start the game. I just need a button here called start game. That's it. I need a button here. I need a button. How are we going to do the button? Oh, and we need the mouse. Oh, the mouse should be showing actually. Actually, the mouse should be showing. If I think about it. If I think about it, the mouse should be showing. So let's show the mouse. Let's show. Okay, no, chat. Let's do something simpler. Let's make a quit button. A quit button would be a lot simpler. Chat, let's do a quit button. Let's do a quit button instead. Here. And let's show the cursor. Let's show the cursor. Okay, we're showing the cursor. Perfect. So now we need a quit button and then we'll add start game button. That's it. That would be very cool, chat, if we manage to do it. It should be possible. Let's commit this. Main menu layer. Main menu layer. For yo super chat. Thank you, man. I'll hard this. What did you write? Okay, it seems that we got our main menu panorama implemented at the same time. I'm also working on a voxel engine using C++ and OpenGL. Nice, man, nice. I appreciate for the support. And hopefully you have fun with the voxel engine, because that's the most important part. Okay, and hopefully my streams are helpful to you guys. Probably most of my viewers are developers. Hopefully my streams are helpful for you guys. Let me think about it, chat. Okay, so right now we have the panorama main menu. We need a button to exit, to be able to exit. We need a button to be able to exit. How are we going to implement that, chat? How are we going to implement it? Well, when I created the inventory, I created this GUI abstraction here. We have a grid, we have horizontal and vertical alignment. We can create a button. We can create a button, chat. Like a button GUI. Because here the biggest abstraction is this GUI structure. It handles textures, positioning, width and height, is hoverable, is visible, etc. So we'll inherit the GUI abstraction structure. We'll inherit it. Here we'll create a button header. And here, how are we going to do this? Let's copy this. Oh no, the cat is here. I cannot give it attention, I'm busy. Here we'll include... No, actually, we need to copy what we do from the grid. Yo, the cat emoji. Yo, first time somebody is using it. Yo, that's the cat. I'm talking, that's the cat. That's the cat. Yo. First time somebody is using it. That's the only emoji we have. So for the button here, we'll have button. Let's remove rows, columns. We don't need this. This is button. Parent, we can have parent. Position, get width. Let's remove this. Get child coordinates. We don't need this. Mouse course to sail. We don't need this. Okay, so when we create a button, we give it a parent. So the parent is just the screen. The parent for the button is the screen. We give it a position. Position, do we need a position? Yeah, where in... it's an offset actually. It's an offset based on the screen itself. Cell size, we don't need this. This is for the grid and this is for the grid. Yeah, sure. Like this. Okay, GUI parent position. And we don't need this. We don't need this. Gap texture. Okay. So we've created a button. Let's go to the main menu. Here, we'll create here a button. Exit button. We'll create an exit button. The problem is but there's a problem here, chat. Because it will search for a default constructor. We don't have that. How do I handle it in the UI layer? Oh, I just use share pointers. That's a bit of a bummer. Oh, we can do unique pointer, chat. We can do unique pointer. Because we are not going to move it around, I think. No, let's do shared pointer. Shared pointer button. And we include it from the GUI. This is the exit button. And we need also... What else do we need? We need the screen. And we need a mouse. We need a screen and a mouse. But let me think. No. Chat. We could... is it not better for the buttons use a dictionary and just their name, what is each button? It's fine. It's fine as it is. Let's actually use the UI layer, chat. Let's actually use the UI layer. It's small enough so that we can do some changes. I think. But there is an issue. It will try to find the game layer, which it doesn't exist. Sadly. Okay, let's just copy paste screen and mouse. Let's just copy paste them in the main menu. So in the main menu, here we'll have a screen and a mouse. Perfect. And so for the UI layer, how much time do we have? Where is the timer? Oh, oh no, I did run it. Yeah, we have 47 minutes. 47 minutes to try. Okay, let's try to make the exit button. So how do we handle here screen and mouse? How do we handle them? Their buttons are 3D things instead of 2D in Java Edition. Yeah, my buttons are also 3D stuff. Like there's a Z coordinate and the Z is 0, I think. Where's the screen and the mouse? How do we handle them? How do we handle them? Yeah, this is the screen. This is the screen. Nice. Let's copy it into the main menu. On a touch, we'll copy it here. This is the screen. This is the screen. Nice. What else? This is the mouse. This is the mouse. Nice. What else? What else? What else do we need? This is crafting table. I don't care about this. On update, we want to update the mouse and the screen. Mouse and the screen inside of the main menu on update here. We need to update them. Okay, so now we can create a button here. So here we can do the exit button equals make shared button. The parent is the screen. Parent is the screen. Do we need to give it a position? Where the webcam? Webcam probably tomorrow, because I ordered a green screen, but it hasn't come. I want to use a green screen. Exit button. We'll give it to use the screen. We would need a grid as well. Vector3 0 0 like this, right? Chat button. Oh, it takes the position too. Yeah, summary works. You can do it. Summary works. This is vector2. What did Detective Jones do? Sent one gift membership. Yo, thank you, Detective Jones, but you're doing too much, man. You're doing too much. Yeah, but thank you, man. I appreciate it. You gifted to I cannot say the name, man. Yeah, but nice Detective Jones. Bro, you invested so much in me, man. Yeah, now you can do the cat emoji. Now you can do the cat emoji. Okay, chat. How do we handle here the button, chat? How do we handle the button? Button needs a parent and a position. Like this. Okay. So this is a vector2. This is a vector2. Like this. Sure. Okay, let's run it to see if there are any problems. Most likely there are. Oh, we need to draw the button, and we need a texture for the button. What texture should we use for the button, chat? What texture should we use for the exit? We're trying to do the exit button. Let's look for a texture. I need to go into where? Need to go backup. More backup. Here. Okay. Let's search in the assets for UI textures. Oh, the cat is here. Sadly, the cat is here. Let me focus. Where's the containers? What about... Yeah, here is the UI for the inventory, crafting, etc. But what about the buttons? What about the buttons? What about the buttons? Title. This is just... Bro, we're not doing the Minecraft logo. Where is it? Yeah, thank you, chat. Thank you. Sadly, I I muted my best helper. That was my mistake. I don't know how to unmute. Sorry, man. I don't know how to unmute. For next stream, I for sure need to do that to see how to unmute. Yeah, this is the button. Yeah, thank you, chat. And thank you to Nicholas, who sadly is muted. Yeah, thank you, Nicholas. Yeah. Okay, so this is the button texture. This is the button texture. Okay, let's use it. Let's use it. So in resources, textures, let's add it here. Let's add it here. Textures, what folder should we do? Should we do it like Minecraft, GUI? Yeah, we can just put it here in GUI, it's fine. We can put it in GUI. What's this mcmeta? mcmeta, I've seen this extension before for animations. I've seen it for animations. Why do we have it in... Oh, yo, there is config file for the GUI. It gives you a type, width, height, and border. Interesting. Yo, interesting. Oh, and it's probably some kind of default values. It's probably default values. Yeah, it's probably some kind of default values. 9 slice. I don't know what 9 slices. But... Okay, let's copy over the button. Button disabled. I don't need button disabled. Let's do button and button highlight. This is when you hover it with the mouse. This is when you hover it. Size the button into 9 pieces so it can render a button of any size. Oh, I just stretched the texture. If I just stretched the texture. Now we can do something complicated like that some other time. Yeah, okay, let's copy these textures here. Let's copy them. Nice. Okay, we have them here. What now? We need to use them. We need to use them. Where should we use them? Where should we use them? Yeah, here when we create the button, texture equal world get texture. We need to get the button PNG. We need to get the button texture. And we need to load it. But actually, it needs to have a state. It needs to have a state. Because it can have two variants, highlighted texture and a regular texture. And that depends on the state of the button. I don't want it to be here like this. But okay, let's just have by default be the regular button texture. We'll figure it out. It's fine like this for now. So how are we going to handle this? We need this texture, the button one. We need to load it here. texture, load texture. So in main menu, on attach here, let's load it. We'll call it button, and this will be in textures, GUI button. Okay, we have the button texture, and let's draw it here. Exit button, draw, done. Let's see if we have a button. See if we have a button. What's the issue? World. We need to include this. Where is this file? Where are we? We're in button header, which is in the GUI. It's in the GUI world header like this. So is it fine now? Okay, it runs. Okay, but where's the button, chat? Where's the exit button? Where's the exit button? Let me think about it. Oh, let's close this. Let's go to the main menu. Yeah, we're drawing it in 3D. We need to draw it after this. After the 3D. We need to draw the exit button because it's UI. Still the same. It's still the same, chat. Let me think about it. What happens in the draw? If it's visible and if texture is valid, there's a chance the texture is not valid. Let's see how. Maybe I'm missing some extra information. Let me see in the UI layer how I handle it. How do I handle it in the UI layer? When I create a UI, how do I handle it here? Oh, maybe, I need a width and a height probably. Yeah, we'll do what Minecraft has by default here. In the widget for the button, they have here 200 width and 20 height. And here was it. What is this? And for the highlight, it's the same width and height. Did you mute me? Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry, Nicholas. It was because of the spam. It was the sprite spam, but it was a helpful spam. Yeah. Sorry, man. I just saw spam and muted. And I don't know how to unmute. But it's just 4 hours. A ruthless dictator. Yeah, sorry, man. Let me think about this, chat. Yeah, we need to set the width and height. We need just width and height, a width of 200 and a 20 height, That's what we need to set. Where do we set it? In the main menu here. Let's change exit button width to be 200 and height to be 20, like this. Is this enough? Or is it a problem with the text? Oh, bro, here's the button. Bro, button, chat. Here's the button. Nice. Yo, that's awesome. Nice. Let's scale it, chat. Exit button, scale 4. Let's scale it by 4. Okay, now it's a lot bigger. Okay, nice. Let's make it hoverable and to click it. Let's make it hoverable and to click it. How should we do that? How should we do that? It's fine, bro. It's fine. I don't care if it's too big. It's fine. We just need to make it work. This is how it's in the main menu. This is how it's in the main menu. It's probably not that big. Here in main menu, it's 800 by 84. 800 by 80. It's 800 by 80, and here it's 800 by 80. Bro, it's the exact same size as Minecraft. I'm not making it smaller. It's the exact same size. It's the exact same size. Okay, so let's make it hoverable. Let's make it hoverable and to click it, to be able to click it. Let's make it hoverable and to click it. So here, let's do exit button is hoverable to be true and is clickable to be true. We can click it and we can hover it. So let's add the highlight button. Let's add the button highlight. Let's add the button highlight. And here, this will be button highlight. This will be button highlight. This will be button highlight. And what now, chat? What now? So, oh, okay. What's up, man? What's up? I haven't seen you in a while. I think you said some time ago you changed your name. And from then on, I forgot what's the new name. What's up, man? I haven't seen you. Pizzacraft. Bro, we're not doing Pizzacraft. Let's go to the button and have on hover. Let's have on hover. Item slot GUI. Yeah, here we have. What do we have? Yeah, we have on left click, and we should have on hover. Do we have on hover? Maybe in the grid. In the grid, I can be sure there was on hover stuff. Oh, maybe it's a boolean if it's hovered or not. Is hovered. Where do we handle this? Stop hover, hovered. Oh, is hoverable. Oh, is hovered is different. Yeah, it's different. Yeah. That's different, chat. That's different. Yeah. Let me think about it, chat. So button, where is it? Main menu here. Yeah, is hoverable. Yes. Okay. So what now, chat? What now? We want on left click callback and on update to make changes. Where is this? Where is button? Here we want to copy on left click. On left click. This is what we want. We want on left click. It's struggling here. Oh, we don't have a button CPP. Button CPP. Include button header. And here we want on left click like this. Sure. And we want on update as well. We want on update. update. We want update. So in button, this is where we will handle the changing of the texture depending on if it's hovered or not. So here update, override like this. Like this. So here if is hovered. If it's hovered, else. And we'll just change the texture. Texture equals world get texture. Here will be button hovered, a highlight. Highlight. And here will be the regular button texture. Here will be a regular button texture. Let's update CMake because we created a new file. It needs to find it and use it. Okay, on hovered, it's not working. Like it's hovering it, but it's not using the texture. Not using the texture. What's the matter? What's the matter? Main menu. Button highlight. Is it the name? Button highlight. Is it the name? Oh, highlighted. Highlighted. Brother. Yo, chat, we can highlight button. Chat. Yo. Nice. Yo. But we don't have text. We don't have text. How much time do we have? Now, where is this? We have 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes, chat. We need, in these 30 minutes, text here. We need text to say, what should it say? Exit or quit game. It needs to say quit game, just like in Minecraft. We need quit game. We need quit game, and when we click it to execute code, we can execute the code right now. We can execute it right now. We can execute it here. This stuff we can handle ourselves in the constructor. We can handle them here. And on left click here, we want the application. We want the application. In here, instance, close. This is on left click. We are closing the application on left click. Okay, let's click it. Nothing happens. Why? And now is the input box, but you can check how the text work. So maybe when the button is construct, the same time is making the text with same size. No, don't worry about the text. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking of the left click. What's up with the left click? Do we get here? Do we get here? No, we do not. We do not get called here on left click. This doesn't get called for some reason. On left click. Let's go back to the GUI. Where's the GUI? Here. On left click. If it's clickable, if it's enabled and clickable. Enabled should be true by default. Yeah, enabled is true, clickable, even clickable is true by default. So what's the issue? Left clicked. Oh, we're not handling, yeah, where is this function being called? Nowhere. Yeah, this function is nowhere being called. We need to call this function. Left clicked. We need to call it where? How do we do it in the UI layer? Left clicked. Yeah, here. And this is if left mouse button has been pressed. Let's do it in the main menu on update. And here we do exit button like this. When we left click, we call the function that left click has been placed at that position. Let's see if it quits the game. Yes, we get the breakpoint and it exits the game. Okay, nice. The exit button is working, but we don't have text. That is the quit button. It's working, chat. Nice. But we don't have text. That is the quit button. We need text. We need text. So here let's have std string text. Here let's have std. How should it be here? Const std string text. And here text. And how should we use it? How should we use it, chat? When we draw, we need to draw the text. We need to override the draw method of the GUI. We need to override it. Where is the draw method? Yeah, this is the draw method. We need to override it for the button. Or maybe to have like additional draw, maybe. I'll see. Where is the button? Button. Let's have void draw override here. It will be the same draw method, but a bit different. Here, like this. So if it's not visible, we don't draw anything. If texture is valid, we draw it, and we draw the children. But we need, what do we need? We need to draw the text. After this, we need to draw it. Oh, wait a minute. How did we draw text for chat? How did we draw text for chat? How did we draw text for chat? Because in the chat system, how did we handle chat system? Because in chat system, we also needed to draw text. Chat messages. Chat messages. Chat, how to draw, like I know how to draw text, but I just need to see how I did it for the chat system, because sometimes I need to center it, either left, like horizontal alignment. Sometimes I need it. So I just have it as a GUI, chat input text GUI. Where do I use this? Where do I use this? The summary command has a time limit of 1 minute. So here I just use draw text. I just use draw text. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. So for the button, draw here. Let's draw text. Let's draw text. Text and this should be C-string. And what else? Position. What should be the position? We'll do destination X, destination Y. Font size, we can do 20 or like get height. So destination height, color, like this. We'll do it 2 times so we can have shadows. And here we'll do +4. +4. So we can have shadows of the text. Oh, I'm not giving it a value for the text. Not giving it a value. Chat, why are you doing a chain? I see what you're doing, chat. Game layer. Bro. Bro. Come on, man. Okay, chat. I know I got distracted. I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, we were doing a main menu. Exit button. Yeah, I wanted exit button to have this quit game text. I wanted the quit game text. I wanted to have that. So we need to go in main menu and on attach, when we create it, exit button, here we need to give it a string. We need to give it a string of quit game, right? Yeah, quit game. Do we have it? I'm not sure. We need to center it, and it needs to be lower height. It needs to be lower height. And we are not using Mojang font. It's not a priority. The Mojang font, it's not a priority. If we have time, we'll do the Mojang font. We don't have the time right now. I can easily center the button if I do std shared GUI. Text UI. That's how I center it. And here I'll do equals std make, because I automated. I have it automated, the centering. And this will be GUI. Parent will be this. Parent will be this. Origin 0, 0. Vector 2. Like this. And text UI. I want horizontal alignment to equal center. Or was it vertical alignment? And what now, chat? What now? Now we want, when we draw the text here, we want here this to be text destination. And here text UI. Is it text UI? Yeah, like this. Like this, this, and this. So here this destination should be text destination, like this. Let's see if the text is now centered. Is it? What am I missing? What am I missing? Let's see how I did it in the UI stuff. Chat input text. Where do I initialize it? Where do I, not this. Text GUI. This thing. Where do I initialize it? Here. So it's chat input. I inherit. And I need a shared pointer. That's a bit of a bummer. I don't have a shared point. I have, yeah, that's a problem, chat. When making a parent. Yeah, right now I'm trying to center the text, and I'm creating a GUI structure for the text. Bro, why is everybody digging? Where are you digging towards? You'll reach lava if you continue to dig. Bro, why is everybody digging? What are you digging for? Chat, you're confusing me. This is first time chat is so aligned. You're like one single brain cell, chat. Chat is a single brain cell. Okay, let's continue with. We're doing the menu. Let's not get distracted because how much time do we have? We have 11 minutes, chat. We don't have time, chat. We don't have time. So I tried to center the text. I tried to center it. I tried to center the text of the quit button, but where is it? Button here. The problem is here when I create the text UI, I need a parent. My parent is this, the button itself. This is the parent. The problem is it needs to be a shared pointer. It needs to be a shared pointer. And I don't have access to it. I don't have access to it. To the shared pointer. I don't have access to it. And I don't know how to handle this. Okay, we'll temporarily not use it because we don't have time. When we draw it, in order to center it, we'll just do it differently. We'll do it differently here. For the X, we'll plus destination width divided by 2 minus, yeah, how to center the text actually. How to center the text. Because I don't know how much is the width of a text. I think relib had a function for that, because here it's now to the right. I need to offset it by the width of the quit game. Chat should be changed now. Yeah. Chat, we need to focus, chat. We need to focus. We don't have time because we have how much time? We have 10 minutes, chat. We need to focus. We have 10 minutes. Okay, chat. Currently, I'm trying to center the quit game text. We could try to center it, or we could add the other button to start the game. Because that's a priority. Let's attempt to center the text. If we cannot center it, we'll move on to the start game. No, this is not enough by just getting the... No, get x divided by 2 is not enough because the x is not... it's not... It's the position on the screen. If I divide it by 2, it will be off center. Let me think about it, chat. Let me think about it. Yeah, relib had a function for this. Relib had a function. Relib text input. Relib had a function for that. That calculated the width of the text. It had an example for this. Relib text input. They had a function here for when they calculated where this part to be, the underscore, they calculated it with a function. And where did they do it? Where did they do the calculation? I forgot where it was. It's in this example for sure. Yeah, here. MeasureText. This is it. MeasureText. That's it. It's MeasureText. MeasureText and the font size. So here, here for the width, we can do MeasureText. And here we can do, here this will be destination height. This will be MeasureText, text, and this string. And here it will be destination height, the font size. Int font size equals destination height. Font size. Font size, like that. And here we want text destination width minus equals, no, it should be the x minus equals text destination width divided by 2. Okay, let's see if it's entered. Yo, it's entered. Let's make the font smaller. Let's make it smaller. Let's make it smaller. So here minus minus 10. Let's do minus 10 on the font size. Make it smaller. Yeah, but now the height is not centered. When I made it smaller. Now the height is not centered. When I made it smaller. Here. 20. Yeah, look at how the height is not centered. Oh, we can easily center it with the height. Yeah, here on the Y, it's plus destination height by 2 and text destination Y minus equals height divided by 2. Yeah, it's entered. Nice, nice. That's it, chat. Okay, we have button. We have buttons. So this is the quit button. We need start game button. We need start game. Okay. Nice. Easy, chat. Easy. Quit game button. Working. We have quit game. Now we want start game. And we'll use a grid for that. We'll use a grid to handle 2 buttons. We'll create a grid. Should be easy. Where's the... We'll use as inspiration the UI layer. UI layer, where did we have a grid? Here, grid. Okay, grid. Menu grid. Menu grid, and what now? What now, chat? Now we need to initialize it. Let's initialize it here. How should we do it? How did I implement grids? I forgot. I forgot, chat. How did I do grids? Here, grid. Let's copy this. Let's copy this and paste it. Oh, we need to import grid. Let's go on attach. And here, let's create a grid. Menu grid. Menu grid. And the parent is the screen. Parent is the screen. What's this? This is offset. It can be 0, 0. Grid cell size. Oh, grid cell size 200 by 20. 200 by 20, and it's row and columns. Row and columns. How many rows? One column and two rows. One column and two rows. Scale is 4. Gap 2. Horizontal alignment center. Center. Vertical alignment center. Center. And so menu grid. Here parent for the exit button will be menu grid. Menu grid. And here we need a row and column. It needs to be 0, 0 row and column. And we'll make another button. We'll make another button. It will be start game button. And it will be 1, 0. Row 1 it will be. Right, chat? And here it will say start game. Start game and quit game. We need to implement this. So main menu, header. Here. Start game button. Like this. And we need to change the constructor here to require what? What should we require? Item slot GUI. We need a row and column. We need row and column. All right. We need row and column for the button. Like this, row and column. We need access to the grid. We need access to the grid. And what now? We want position to set the position ourselves. Set the position ourselves. And what next? Target. What target? What's target? Render texture. Ah, that's something else. Scale is read only. Oh, we don't care about that. Okay, sure. Is that it? Let's run it. Yeah, what's not defined? Line 1. Is this a specific design pattern? No, this is just what I came up with in my Java Minecraft clone with some modifications. It's not a design pattern, for sure. Let me think about it. What did I mess up? Yeah, here we need to include grid, right? What next? And what else do we need to do? What else do we need to do? We need in the main menu menu grid. Yeah, here menu grid. And bro, I'm a little bit of confused. I have the grid. I create the exit button and start button as children to it. And oh yeah, the grid. Maybe I need to make it like clickable, hoverable. We'll see about it. We'll see about it. Here, but for sure on render, I don't want to draw the exit button. I just need to draw the menu grid, and it will automatically draw the children. It should automatically draw them. Yeah, it draws them, but they're very small and with mistakes. They're very small and with mistakes. Where's the issue? Where's the issue? What's the issue? I used the grid in the inventory. That's where I used the grid. I used it in the inventory. And for the inventory, I used these item slots where I give it row and column. Parent, was this 16 and 16? Was this? Width and height. Interesting. Oh, I need to set, I need to set a width and height. I need to set it. A width and height. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yes, so in the main menu, let's set a width and height here. Width, height. Let's see what's up now. They're all on the same spot, I think. They're all on the same spot. Oh yeah, when I'm drawing them, I'm ignoring some stuff that I've set up. I'm ignoring the grid parent. So item slot draw, where is the draw? Draw, here. Destination, get X, get Y. And what's get X and get Y? Is it automatic? Is it? Position, grid, get child coordinates, row and column. Should be fine. What's the issue? Yeah, why is it start game here and maybe quit game is here as well on the same spot? Why are they on top, one on top of each other? Why? Why is that the issue? Button, yeah, here I have the grid and I update the here position. Let's do vector 2 0 0. Here row and column, get child coordinates, cell size plus gap and scale. And cell size, I set it from here. So it should be fine. This is position. Should be fine. Yeah, it should be like this actually. Yo, chat, but it's it needs to be row, not column. It needs to be row, not column. It needs to be row, not column. How should I do it? Where am I making a mistake? Main menu? Where's main menu? Yeah, here 0 0 and then 1 0. So this is row and then column. row should be from top to bottom, and column should be from left to right. And here, row, column. Yeah. What's the issue? Why is it from left to right? I'm confused. Yeah, it's from left to right, bro. Maybe when I define the grid, I have a mistake here. I do 2 and then 1. Yeah, rows is 2 and columns is 1. What's the issue? Yeah, column is from left to right. And I currently, they go the buttons from left to right. I want them from top to bottom. Maybe it's, where is it? Button. When we do get child coordinates, here, row. Oh, this needs to be column. This needs to be row. Yeah, okay, nice. And why are they wrong order? First is quit, then it start. That's wrong. X and Y. Cell size X. Cell size X, is that the proper one? 1 second, guys. When I do the menu and I create the grid, X and Y, yeah, it should be perfect. Texture pack is the bare bones texture pack. Let me think about chat. Yeah, my issue was the order. And the exit button is 0. Yeah, that's why the order is wrong. Yeah, my bad. That's why the order is wrong. Yeah, okay, now it's perfect. Now it's perfect. The on hover is not exact. It stops here at the center. Look at how here it doesn't hover it. That's a bit weird. I don't know why. Let's create a bigger gap actually. Let's create a bigger gap here. Gap to be how much? It's not that much. 20 pixels. So 5 here. Gap of 5. Because it will be multiplied by 4, I think. Not sure. Yeah. Fine like this. And here for the quit button, why does it stop in the middle? Why does it stop in the middle, chat? Where is the code for this? Should be when we hover it. So in the grid. Where is the grid? Here in the grid. Mouse coordinates. No, let's go in the GUI. Yeah, here we have the hover. Get origin, get X, get Y, draw. Left click, stop hover, hovered. Okay, well, it's fine. It still works. It's bigger priority to now create the start game button, which also closes. Oh, wait a minute. I've made it every button on left click to close the game. Every button closes the game. I need a callback. I need custom functionality. Or I can do here if text equals quit game to close it. Temporarily to do it like this. This is a bad approach, but we'll temporarily do it like this. Start game does nothing, quit game, exits. So here else if it's start game, we need to actually start the game. We need to actually start the game, which will be, how should we do it? We just need to add the game layer and the UI layer, just what we did before. Here in the main CPP, we need to push layers. We need to push these layers. This is the start game. But this is a layer. How can we... Oh, we need access to the application instance. Like this. Application push layer. Can we? Can we push layer from here? Push layer. Yeah, okay, I think we can. We just need to include game layer. Yeah, we just need to include game layer and what else? What's the issue? Application has no instance of push layer. Instance, application. Yeah, this is the application. Yeah, it has push layer. Here it is, push layer. So it should be fine. And we do the same. So we push the game layer, we push tick system, and we push the UI layer. Like this. And I don't know why it's complaining. Let's try to run it and see what's up. Okay, start game. Okay, started the game. But it still has the menu. It still has the main menu. But nice, that was cool. Bro, look at the buttons, man. Look at the buttons. Oh, you're right. Maybe the scale was the issue for the button. Maybe the scale was the issue. Maybe the scale was the issue. Okay, so now what's next, chat? What's next? We need to remove a layer. We need to remove the main menu layer. So the same way we added push layer, we need to add pop layer. We need to remove a layer. Pop layer. We need to remove a layer. So in the layer stack, let's create a function. Let's create here pop layer. So how are we going to do this, chat? Here, when we push the layer, we created the layer. Now we want to find it and to remove it. The layers is a vector, I think. Yeah, it's a vector. It's a vector. We need to iterate and filter out it. Yeah, this thing we need. We need this thing. So we iterate the layers Okay, let's do a different type of iteration. Let's do auto iterator equals layers begin, while iterator is not layers end. Iterator plus, let's not increase it. And here, what do we do? So we iterate. Why did I get? Oh, brother. Okay, we go over all of the layers. We are trying to remove the main menu layer. We're trying to remove it. And we're doing it by iterating over the layers. Each one we cast it to the type we've provided. And we've provided the main menu type. Here I don't have layer get. Where is this? Oh, it's a unique pointer. I need to do iterator first. What do I need to do? Get like this. Yeah. If we manage to cast it to the main menu, I want to remove it. So iterator equals layers erase iterator like this. So let's test this function. When we click start game, this should remove the main menu layer. Which sadly, this is a problem, chat, because the main menu layer has the screen. Okay, we'll not be doing this because the main menu has the screen width and screen height that the other layers are using. Let's just have a boolean started game. Let's do a boolean and on attach, on update, if start game, if game has started, we return started game. And on render, we return here as well, if we started game. And yeah, but we don't have access to this, I think. Let me think about it. Button here, start game. Here we do, what do we do here? Let's get access to the main menu because we don't have access to it through the button. Let's go to the UI layer and try to do this main menu. Let's do this main menu and let's do main menu layer started game equals true like this, and this should work, chat, hopefully. But let's see if we have compilation errors. No. Okay, we start. Yo, chat, we started it. Nice chat. Yo, we have a main menu, chat. We have a main menu. So now when we start the game, we have a 360-degree view. We have a 360-degree view. We can click quit. It quits the game. And we can start the game. If we quit start game, it starts the game. Nice. Bro, we did so many features, man. We did so many features. So chat, I'll do a summary of what happened. We'll do a summary. So at the start of the stream, we at the start of the summary, we added farming. We added farming. Here, where's the water? We added farming. We added this farmland, water, and here it has a block state, and here it has moisture. It's 0. Here moisture is 7, and it becomes wet farmland. And we can add the crops. Not like this, chat. We can add the crops. We can add the crops like this. This is at the start of the stream, and the crops can grow with time. They don't grow that fast, but with time they manage to grow up to age of 7. At the top left, you can see the wheat. Currently age is 0, but once it reaches age 7, it grows just like it grows just like in Minecraft. Yeah, this, look at this. This is age of 1. Look at how it's a bit different from this one. It's age of 1. So this was the first part of the stream, farming. This was the first part of the stream. The second part of the stream, where is it? The second part of the stream, we created this main menu. Like in the previous stream, we created the 360-degree view. This was in the previous stream, the 360-degree view. But we added the buttons. Here, you look at how you can highlight them. And you can click them. Quit button quits the game. It closes it. And start game starts actually the game by... we've organized the code with layers. Start game just adds the game layer, the UI layer, and the tick system layer. It just adds the three layers. And the main menu layer, which handles the main menu, it just has a boolean that disables it when the game starts. Yeah, so this is the 2 features we managed to add today, chat. These were the 2 features. Oh, that's pretty cool, chat. We did a lot. 2 full features. They're not perfect. We don't have a logo here. We don't have a logo, and the quit button, for some reason, the highlight stops working here. Highlight stops working here. It works only like half of it. But here it works perfectly for start game. We have the 360-degree view. It's perfect, man. So that's it, chat. That's it for today. I'm very tired. And it's like almost 1 a.m. It's almost 1 a.m. So that's it, chat. Thank you for watching. We had a lot of progress. Yeah, bye, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate also for the support we got, for the super chat, for subscribers, etc. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, bye, guys.